While the children play out in the yard, Laura begins to share her news with Bill that not only has she decided to become an image consultant, but she's also booked to go on a 3-day training seminar this coming weekend.
Oh, honey, I'm so excited about this. I mean, I know we didn't discuss it first, and I'm sorry. And I know that $500 is a lot of money.
$500?
But I promise I won't quit my job right away. Think about it.
Well, this really is some news, Laura. Image consultant? $500? Quit her job? Still, I haven't seen her this excited in years. Oh, okay, it sounds interesting, but what is it exactly?
Actually, I'd be working for myself, and the amount of money I'd earn would be based on just how much effort I put into the job, which means I could still keep up my half of the household income. I could probably do even better than that. But the best part of this is that I could set my own schedule, and that means I get to spend more time with the kids.
Like I said before, it sounds interesting and promising, and I can see you're very excited about it, but let's take things a step at a time here, you know? Wait in and check the water before we get over our heads.
Okay, that sounds fair enough.
All right. We've got a lot of things to consider, like who is Beauticontrol? Where are they located? How long have they been in business? How do they do business? Let's face it, you've never sold anything, Laura. How do you know you'll be good at it or that you'll like it?
I don't. I just know it's something I need to try. This could be the career I've always wanted.
This really means a lot to her. Maybe we'd all be better off if she could spend more time being a mom. Okay, it sounds great. I just don't know anything about it.
Well, I don't know enough yet either, but Joanne gave me a videotape. She said we ought to sit down together and watch it and would answer a lot of questions. I'll go check on the kids and we can do that now, okay?
Sure. Okay, let's see what we've got here.
You're watching 11 on 11. 11 minutes of non-stop news and your forecast first on 11 News tonight.
Good evening. First on 11 on 11, sex and violence on your home computer. Just wait till you see what your kids could get their hands on.
It's the latest computer game to hit store shelves. Some say it's the most graphic to date. And your kids are the target. 11 News reporter Angela Hale shows it to us. She's in our Fort Worth newsroom. Angela, just how bad is it?
Well, this is it. It's the new computer game put on many shelves today. Some believe it's not your ordinary computer game because the pictures are just too graphic. The computer game shows illusion, murder, and uncontrollable evil. It also shows graphic sex. People who follow the video industry say Phantasmagoria is definitely bloody. We're not going to show you the violence or gore, but it's there, and many teenagers say they'll buy it.
There's a lot of our friends who go for all this stuff. Yeah, there's this new video game coming out. It's like twice as gory. Let's go play it.
And this is exactly what concerns a lot of parents and organizations like the Christian Coalition.
As a society, to some form of responsible decision-making in protecting children from harmful effects. We do it with alcohol. We do it with cigarettes. Let's do it with this kind of material.
Material like the new computer game and its predecessor, Mortal Kombat.
The video game Mortal Kombat was the bloodiest ever, but it was so popular they made a movie out of it. Now Mortal Kombat is the #1 movie in America.
Kids like these teens are flocking to the theaters to watch Mortal Kombat.
When we went to see Mortal Kombat, we saw these little kids come out acting like they're karate people and all that, and they started getting in a fight. They thought it was fun.
The older teens didn't think it was funny, and many others don't think these new violent games are something to laugh about. The new game is on CD-ROM. This is one of the discs. There are 7 in this one game.
Listen carefully. For the next 2 hours, you're going to experience mind program entry. That's a powerful force, not unlike hypnosis, transmitted through the television's blanking signal. It's going to alter your reality.
Wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that was intense. That was insane. Far out. Oh man.
78-year-old John Steinman was married here at the First Congregational Church in Washington, Connecticut 45 years ago. But it was only 6 years ago that he started attending regularly. That was when he was trying to get back together with his estranged wife, a member of the church's congregation. They were later divorced and she moved away, but Steinman kept coming to the church. Church elders say he attended not for spiritual guidance, but to meet women.
Is there anything wrong in that? It's a good place to meet people, meet women.
But the object of Mr. Steinman's attentions apparently thought there was something wrong with that, and Steinman was arrested 3 times for trespassing. And just last week, a temporary restraining order was issued barring him from the church.
In court this week, several women testified that Steinman had tried to pick them up in church. One woman, Virginia Steinway of Morris, says Steinman came as close as you can possibly get in a pew, grabbed her arm, and made lewd remarks during a hymn that referred to the Lord's bosom. Steinman denies all the accusations.
Did you ever approach any of these women and make these lewd remarks that they said you made?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't do such a thing. I'm a gentleman and I'm honorable.
Steinman says he's not really angry, but he says he's amazed a church would close its doors on anyone.
I feel I've done no wrong, and it is my privilege to go to this church. Visitors are always welcome in this church.
The church's pastor, the Reverend Richard Sears, would not comment today on Steinman's alleged romancing or the church's request for a temporary restraining order, but members of the congregation were more outspoken.
I think that the man is sick. I mean, he's gone into the church and made advances on a particular woman, and I just don't think that has a place in a congregational Christian church.
Under the circumstances, I think he should be kept out.
Steinman says he has no immediate plans for any legal action against the church, but he says he'll assert his right to attend by standing in front of the church every Sunday until this thing is resolved.
Some of you may have heard the expression, they just get my goat. You ever heard that expression? Well, it's also been said that they can't get your goat if you don't tell them where it's tied up. Well, what happens when people are angry, there's nothing wrong with the anger. It is how that anger is manifested when we're dealing with people. Isn't that so? It's how they're showing that anger. It's called aggression. And aggression is that outward way of showing it's attacking people. It's verbally or physically attacking people in a way. It's like people that are aggressive. They tend to demean, they tend to degrade, and they tend to intimidate us, do they not? Our attitude is manifested in the behavior, and the behavior results in experiences, and the experiences can lead to either conflict or cooperation, correct? If someone's being stressed out with the same type person or the same type behavioral style that you are being faced with, go to that person and find out, what are they doing? Observe them. Become a student of people.
Okay, did you see what I saw? Let's go back and watch the scene together. This man's mind is obviously not on the upcoming interview. He's not prepared to greet me when I enter the room. He's smoking. The sharp candidate doesn't smoke in front of the recruiter. He's slouching. The candidate should come at me with confidence and a lot of good things going for him. He wasn't prepared to shake hands with me, and his handshake felt like yesterday's oatmeal. You may think it was rude that I was standing in the doorway when Seeker walked through. I was inspecting him. I noticed that his hair needed combing, and this was the second day in his shirt. The collar was dirty. And then, I confess, I smelled him. And he smelled like a greasy hamburger with onions and a handful of breath mints thrown in. I've only said hello to this candidate, but my decision on him is 75 to 80% made. I've read his resume, and his qualifications aren't bad, But personally, this man is a loser. If you make a poor impression in the lobby, you'll lose the job in the lobby.
I guess he didn't get the job.
I'm mad as heck, and I just can't take it anymore.
Stop. Now there's a way to release all of that anger and frustration. Call Phone Confessions now at 1-900-909-6000. We can take it.
You've tried to write down your feelings, but the words don't come out. Call Phone Confessions now and apologize once and for all.
What I've done.
Call now at 1-900-909-6000.
You fooled around with somebody else, didn't you?
Oh, my God. How did you know?
You were adopted by somebody in the family. Your aunt and uncle from the age of about 5 years old?
I was exactly 5 years old when they adopted me.
You're going to have an affair with a man at work, aren't you?
That's amazing. We're getting together tomorrow night.
Didn't you actually follow him to another young woman's house?
Wow. How did you know that?
Are you from around maybe Arkansas?
Oh, my goodness. Yes, I am.
You're wondering if your boyfriend is going to marry you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask you.
Do you know who Denise is?
Yes, I do.
It's a lot more than you think. I sense that you're pregnant. Is that why you're calling?
Oh, my God, you totally nailed it.
Want to be even more amazed? Watch this.
FunLBall, FunLBall. Moving to the beat, played FunLBall. Loop it in the air, never let it fall. FunLBall, FunLBall, fun, fun, FunLBall. If you're good, the fun will never stop. Flip it, bounce it, toss it, catch it. The fun will never stop with FunLBall. Moving to the beat, never let it fall. FunLBall, FunLBall, fun, fun, FunLBall. If you're good, the fun will never stop.
FunLBall, new from Toy Biz.
Never seen so much wild stuff. There's plenty more in this video.
Hi. Murphy transferring in from Metro South.
Nice precinct.
Yeah, pretty good.
You work for a living down here, Murphy. Get your armor and suit up.
On the line, and you can't hold it back much. Let her know today when it looks like trouble in paradise, and you're burning love that's cold as ice. Go out and find the flame so you can warm it up again.
$1,000 engine at the bottom.
You know what that means? The word green will appear in the responses. Start with the player.
You're the one in jeopardy.
Constantly.
What's in here? The answers for tomorrow's show?
No, the questions.
Of course. We risked everything for these questions.
That's why they call it Jeopardy.
Stay home and watch Jeopardy weekdays at 5 right here on TV 9.
Justine Kirkland's building a wall, trapping her ex-daughter-in-law inside.
Sick old bat! No one will find you ever again.
And leaving her to die.
Somebody help me!
The most terrifying event to hit daytime.
My task is almost done.
Justine, please don't do this!
Is she destined to die?
You're not gonna get away with this!
Behind the wall?
No!
Weekdays at 1, here on NBC4.
Oh.
Yes.
5 minutes, Jim.
Thank you. Thanks. Showtime.
A lot of ways to introduce the next speaker. Probably the best way is the simplest way, because he speaks best for himself. So right now I want to introduce the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the world's, the galaxy's, biggest, largest, most important video operation, the founder, Chairman, and CEO, Mr. Erol Honoran.
Let me tell you why I think our company is successful. As Peggy briefly mentioned, and was told many, many times by myself and repeated with others, that the philosophy I have about running a business is that a customer comes first.
How did he get the idea of really putting
employees
his customers first, his employees second, his vendors third, and himself last? Where did he come up with that concept? Because it has made him the person that he is today. And I'd like to know so that maybe one day I could at least follow in half of his footsteps.
There could be somebody unhappy out there, but if there is, Errol don't know about it.
There's more people. You feel a little like you're trying to chase something because you're trying so hard to make sure that you know all the employees. After a while, you realize you don't know all the employees. And these things just kind of creep up on you. And they creep pretty fast when you open 64 stores in 2 years, and that was a pretty fast creep.
We have such a good working relationship with our vendors that they normally have to grow with us.
Well, I guess that's just about it, what I'd like to tell you. And I want you to have fun. I want you to be happy with your work. And I want you to have fun, do it for fun. That's what I'm doing. Thanks a lot. Thank you for coming. Philosophy I have about running a business is that a customer comes first, my employees come second, vendors that we deal with comes third, and I come next.
What's wrong with our old TV?
You really do need a new TV. Your old TV's old.
This is going to take forever.
How hard can it be?
Come on. How hard can it be?
Yeah.
I think it's much too much. Now where you gonna put it, Lucy? You're out of touch.
Oh, hey, how hard can it be?
Oh, what's this?
Wasn't me.
Well, let's try this one.
together. Yeah, yeah. You can hypnotize me, still I'll never forget her. No, no. I can hear her laugh as if she was so near. But a photograph is the only thing here. We should be together. We could be as one. We could be forever. I can't let it end before it has begun. She was in and out of my life before I knew just what hit me. Yeah, yeah. Her eyes cut like a knife. Somebody tell me what hit me. I can hear her laugh as if she was so near. But a photograph is the only thing here. We should be together. We could be as one. We could be forever. I can't let it end before it has begun. We should be together, together. We could be as one. We could be forever, ever. I can't let it end before it has begun. We should be together.
One of Hollywood's most popular catchphrases, in addition to "let's take lunch" and "the check's in the mail," is high concept. Gene Wolfe explains.
It's like a steam bath in here! It's okay, folks. It's just a little steam, nothing to be alarmed about.
This is Stewardess School, a movie that offers exactly what the title suggests.
Stewardess School, the title, is obviously a comedy.
It's an entertaining film. It's, you know, it's not Chekhov.
Stewardess School is what Hollywood likes to call a high-concept movie, made from an idea that can be quickly described and easily sold, first to a studio and then to an audience.
High concept is basically an idea that can be told in 15 seconds or less and sounds very exciting, very hot, very high.
The man responsible for Stewardess School is Ken Blancato, a writer and first-time director whose background is in advertising movies.
If you could say a movie in one sentence, you could certainly advertise in a 30-second commercial.
Only one film this summer is
Exciting, thrilling, big, excellent, my kind of movie.
with Robo-Action.
Lots of action, lots of suspense.
Best action movie I've seen this summer. I thought it was great. It was fantastic.
Robo-Heat.
Forget about comic book heroes. We got Robocop.
Peter Weller is really good in this movie. I'd probably date him.
Robo-Power.
Who's the best?
Watch out, Dick Tracy and Arnold. This blows them all away.
Robocop rules.
Robocop 2.
I hope there's a Robocop 3.
Thank you. Rated R. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
I don't know, it's been said before many times, of course, but they just don't make movies the way they used to.
Get in there.
I tore it out.
Oh! Oh!
You fat fucker! That motherfucker sitting there between the two bars.
That fat motherfucker that's so walking gaga, damn it! No!
Talk about getting
Hey, man, I always win.
Riker, you're being released. 5 minutes.
See, I got a lawyer. But I gotta tell you, if they hadn't have broken us up, I would have killed you. Next time, you won't even see me coming.
You got some free time in your hands. Come on up to Sutter and Belmont. That's my turn. So long, asshole.
Smoke? Where have you been recently, Kersey?
In the country. Having a rest.
You see, Kersey, I admire you. I'm a real fan. Even kept a folder on you. Truth is, I hate creeps too. But I can't do much about it. I'm a cop. But you shoot him, mate. You want out of here? You got it. I'll minimize the vigilante stuff with the press. Tell them it's creeps killing creeps. Nobody cares anyway. It'll be just like before, Mr. Vigilante. With one important difference. You're gonna work for me.
Yeah!
No one's safe. In today's Street Corner camera, Ann Friedenberg is asking a question that many people find very easy to answer.
Rick and Laura, it's a wacky Friday today, so we decided to ask a wacky question. What is your pet peeve?
Pet peeve? People who drive real slow in the fast lane.
My pet peeve is people not working to the best of their ability and applying themselves fully to whatever they do.
I think one is when people aren't too courteous, like, for example, when you open the door for you or holding it open when you go through. That would be one.
When someone doesn't fill up the ashtrays. We were wondering if you have a pet peeve.
Pet peeve? No, I haven't got a peeve in the world.
Do you have any pets?
Pets, yeah. Okay. I got a little poodle.
People who don't use their turn signals.
Judges that let people off with 2 light sentences.
My pet peeve is I really hate it when people pull my leg hair.
So when people are chewing on ice in front of me.
You don't like that?
I don't like that. Crunch and crunch, crunch.
We were wondering if you have a pet peeve.
No, not really. I'm a pretty easygoing guy.
Well, do you have any pets?
Oh, yeah, I have a cat.
But no pet peeves.
No pet peeves. He's a good cat.
Personally, my pet peeve is when someone asks to borrow my chapstick and then uses it, gives it back, says thank you very much, and then says, gosh, you know, I have this horrible coal sore on my mouth that I can't get rid of. Now I'll ask my photographer, Chris Schreiber, what his pet peeve is. Chris, what's your pet peeve? What really gets your goat?
And you know I don't have any goats.
Not so successful, was it? There are some things he could have done to make this encounter more effective. Let's take another look.
Hi, I'm Kai Schumann. I know quite a bit about computers. Don't know anything about Windows, and I heard that the video professor had a tape on Windows. I thought I'd come check it out.
I've got to learn a computer to get a better job. All the jobs I've applied for require Lotus, WordPerfect, or one of the other software programs.
Okay, Jeff, this is it. Here's your tape. Okay. Here's your chair. You know that's a computer. It's your VCR. I'll be back in 45 minutes.
All right,
okay?
see you later.
Have at it. All right, everybody, ready to get started? We're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll check back with you in about an hour.
While our guests are learning, watch what one of the video professor's best fans has to say about this easy way of learning computers.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mickey Gilley, and I got to tell you folks that music comes natural to me. Computers, I had to learn. I had to work at. I've had every kind of instructional book you can think of, and I want to tell you folks that they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Video professor provided that little bitty link that helped me learn the computer much, much better. I found a lot of times in these books, when you're looking at instructions, it's clear to somebody that's written the instructions, but it's very difficult for somebody that has never worked a computer before. So if you got the videotape on where that you can back it up and you can look at something, it begins to become clearer to you. They show you the keyboard, and they show you where to put your fingers, what keys to hit to make the screen do the things that you want it to do.
Oh, something weird going on here, Harry, I want to tell you.
Well, what do you mean?
It's really weird.
Yeah, you are trying to put something over on me.
No, honest, why would we do that, eh?
To make me angry. Seems every time I come here, you guys find a way of making me angry.
No, Harry, look, it's not that.
Well, why do you come here then? Well, in the first place, little lady, I got their mail to deliver, and in the second place, these guys are the only friends I got on this route.
Oh, well, well, we're not trying to make you angry, pal. No, really, hey, VJ. No, we're telling you the truth. There is something really weird happening here.
Well, how come whenever I appear, everything seems to go back to normal?
Well, I guess there's just something about you that commands normalcy, that's all.
Oh, I see. So what you're saying is that I'm such a boring person that nothing weird ever happens, and therefore nothing weird or unusual ever happens to anybody who's around me. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we're kind of grateful to you, Harry, because, you know, it was sort of scary for us, wasn't it, fellas?
Yeah, well, you know, I wasn't scared.
Oh, yeah, and me neither.
No, I liked it, kind of.
Yeah, it was kind of a pleasant break from reality.
Yeah, it was kind of exciting, I guess.
Yeah, well, it looks like good old Harry misses out on all the fun once again, huh? Isn't that the way it usually is for good old boring Harry who never experiences any of the wonders of the world? Huh? Sure, all of life's mysteries are taking place behind my back. Martians could land all over the planet, and who'd be the last one to find out about it? Good old boring Harry. I tell you, it makes me so mad, so furious that I'm missing out on all of these marvelous experiences. I get so boiled, I get so hot under the collar, you know what I'm saying to you? I get so furious, I could just blow my cork.
Oh, again. Good grief.
Am I supposed to understand this?
All it means is that the system is self-adjusting.
Still don't get it.
I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
If you ever want people to get it, then always pause 3 to 5 seconds just before you make your main point. And then make your main point.
Days of the New, the second album, is out right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk all about it because it's kind of a different sound for you.
Different.
A lot's changed. But to start, I want to, why did you choose to call the second album Days of the New also?
I'm going by colors.
Okay.
The first album was orange, this album is green, so it's kind of metaphorically different than just you know, the English language or words.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So is every album gonna be Days of the New, just different color?
I guess that'll be within the individual, probably anticipating what's coming next. You know, they will probably anticipate that, but who knows? You know.
You just never know.
You never know.
Travis likes to shake it up, right? Now, what does Days of the New mean to you? Like, since it's the band, it's the both albums. What is that phrase?
Days of the New to me is something that has to do with consistent change within oneself, depending on the future and within oneself. Mm-hmm. It's an analytical little thing, you know, but it seems like, you know, Days of the New with as a whole within everything, you know, the lyrics to whatever is all metaphorical or whatever, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
All that we see in this world is based on someone's ideas. Some ideas are destructive, some are constructive. Some ideas can arrive in the form of a dream.
Harry, it's Cooper. Meet me for breakfast, 7 a.m. in the hotel lobby. I know who killed Laura Palmer. No, it can wait till morning.
Annie M.
Andy M.
I must have been dreaming. It was horrible. We were on Saturdays. Andy, you were there. The log lady was there. And the man from another place was there too.
Saturdays. That is a bad dream.
Ooh.
I never think I was going to see you again.
See, you haven't changed. It's good to see you anyway. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Love Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Love Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Love Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Love Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. Let's sing it together.
Never on Sunday, Monday too soon. Tuesday and Wednesday just won't do. Thursday and Friday, we can begin, but our Saturday love will never end.
Excuse me. I don't usually complain, but I thought you might want to know. The chicken special isn't what I thought it was.
Use the customer's name.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kearney.
Ask questions.
It isn't what you were expecting?
It has ham and cheese inside. That was a surprise.
Accept responsibility. Don't blame someone else.
Well, our special is cordon bleu, and that's the way it's prepared with ham and cheese inside. I'm sorry if it isn't what you expected.
Offer a choice of solutions.
Would you like to try one of our other entrees, or our soup and sandwich special?
Yeah, maybe the soup and sandwich thing. Yeah, let's do that.
Fine. I'll take this. Go ahead and go through the line. Then come back to me and I'll refund you the difference.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I'm glad you said something, Mr. Kearney.
Follow through. Be sure the guest is satisfied.
Everything all right now?
Yes, fine.
I'm sorry about the inconvenience.
Oh, that's all right.
The chef has just informed me that we've run out of the London broil specials. What we could do is...
I cannot believe this. You took our order 10 minutes ago. The special's the reason I come in here in the first place. What kind of a place are you running here anyway?
I'm sorry.
The key thing to remember when dealing with an irate guest is not to take it personally. After all, the guest is mad at the situation, not at you. In fact, he may not even be mad at the restaurant. It could be something else that happened that day, and now he's taking it out on you. So don't take it personally. Deal with customers' emotions first. Let them blow off steam. Keep the situation under control, but respect personal space. Check your own attitude. Don't respond to the customer's attitude with anger of your own. Keep your cool. Show empathy. Let your guests know you understand how they feel. As with other complaints, let the guest choose a solution. Bring the incident to a polite close and follow through. Do what you said you would do.
My customers...
What kind of a place are you running here anyway?
Don't take it personally. Deal with the emotions first and keep your cool.
Look, I come in here every week. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Show empathy.
We appreciate your loyalty. I'm sorry we ran out. I understand how you must be disappointed.
Let the customer choose a solution.
What we could do is place an order for the medallions of beef that's similar to the London broil. It would take about 15 minutes. Or we could bring you some prime rib right away. That way you wouldn't have to wait.
Well, if you're out, you're out. How about the medallions?
Whatever.
And if the angry customer is on the phone, don't leave him there on hold.
Hello. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's Dave.
David LeBlue was a college student when he wondered if life could imitate art.
We can get him to you. Nope. We just moved into this little apartment and we needed a phone. We're watching Get Smart. We used to watch it every single day. And I made a lot of things with my hands and out of wood usually, and I mentioned maybe I ought to make a phone.
The first one was made on a shoestring. It cost $12 to convert a size 9 Oxford, and the idea was off and running. LeBlue teamed up with a Boston novelty company. It now costs $65 to talk into a shoe. Thousands have been sold. Bloomingdale's called it one of the hottest selling items this Christmas.
Somebody get those phones now!
I don't believe this. I got Star Trek on my monitor.
No, Harold, it's not Star Trek, The Next Generation. It's the next generation of information systems management.
Barney? Barney, did you guys do this? This is great!
No, Harold, it's not Barney, it's Commander Riker from the Federation Starship Enterprise. You didn't return my call, and you appear to need help.
Help?
Harold, you have vision. Your company needs people like you. That's why only you are able to see me.
No one else can see you?
They lack vision, Harold. Now I need to recreate your enterprise on board my enterprise. Tell me your systems and your capabilities. I think I can help.
Harold! Is the data transfer complete?
I have your entire enterprise information system cloned. Now let's get to work. All the data required to solve your problem exists somewhere in your system, Harold. However, you have no way to consolidate that data into meaningful information. Once the data is consolidated, the problem becomes easy to find and solve and even automate so it won't be a problem next time. Allow me to demonstrate.
Automation sounds great, but won't I lose control of my enterprise?
No, you are still in command. You initiate procedures to solve your problem even before your end users realize a problem exists. You decide what to automate. In fact, if you were using this technology today, the connections would have been rerouted and you wouldn't have lost $250,000 worth of business.
I can do that?
You must do that. I can't alter history, but you can alter the future.
Thank you, Commander. You've been very helpful. Look, just one more thing. I've had this fantasy that...
Meet a man who says his porn fantasy world ruled his life. And his wife, who says she thought marriage would cure him. But you'll hear how his addiction grew, to the point that he actually preferred his sexual kicks from pornography, rather than in his real relationship with his wife. How can pornography become addictive? How does it wreak havoc in a marriage? Find out from men who prefer porn to their wives, and from the women who've tried to love them. That's on the next Cherrelle Day.
I understand you got hooked on phone sex, all right? You had to sell your car. You had to sell your car to pay the bill. Now, how in the hell did that happen? What'd they do to you? Let's hear the story. This is pitiful.
Back in March in '88, I got myself hooked on Philadelphia's 976 phone line.
You should move. If you live in Philadelphia, it's all you can do is phone sex.
Those phone lines... Listen, Mr. Goldstein.
Let me hear you, man.
Listen, Mr. Goldstein. Those lines are sick. They are
You're sick for abusing them.
No.
Why
I made
don't
a
you try
mistake.
self-control? In the same way you're fat and I'm fat, are you going to close the donut shop? Take responsibility.
You have to realize these phone lines have no control. Men are calling up on these phone lines, threaten to rape, molest. Is that right?
Why'd you make the call? You should have responsibility for controlling your own life. You want the government to tell you can make 4 calls a day? What are you, a nitwit?
Randy, how much was your bill, pal?
$12,633.
Let me tell you. Well, let me ask you. Wait a second. Now, this guy got sucked in, all right? Let me ask you, and I'm not being confrontational, all right? When you've had these phone sex calls, would you masturbate?
Some cuz, yes.
All right. Well, wait a second. That's what the hell they're for, all right, for the most part. Frankly, what I don't understand is $12,000 worth of masturbation and you're still fat. We're going to be back in just a second, all right?
You're the one I really, really love, and I will stay. Promise you say you're coming your way. You're the one for me, Fatty. You're the one I really, really love, and I will stay. Promise you say you're coming your way. Hey. You're the one for me, Fatty, you're the one I really, really love, and I will stay. Promise you say coming your way. You're the one for me, Fatty, you're the one I really, really love, and I will stay. Promise you say you'll never give me away. Hey. You're the one for me, Fatty, you're the one I really, really love, and I will stay. Promise you say you'll never give me away. Hey.
Sound aggressive, all right.
Stay away from them. Don't get too close. Okay.
Don't get too near.
Yes.
It's the American way to have a slice or more a day. Well, actually, most of us don't really eat that much pizza, but its popularity is undisputed. And that's why this is National Pizza Week. Eyewitness News Washington correspondent Sean Briggs has the story.
This is the first National Pizza Week declared by the U.S. Department of Agriculture because pizza uses, quote, American-grown and processed ingredients, meat and dairy products, vegetables, grain for the crust. We don't want to think about what's in pepperoni. Here's what the Deputy Secretary of Agriculture thinks about pizza.
The popularity of this native Italian dish confirms our nation's ethnic diversity and openness, and the social nature of pizza promotes camaraderie and family togetherness.
Positively Papa Joe's.
Positively Papa Joe's.
Positively Papa Joe's.
What if I do something wrong?
Not going to eat it.
I didn't know.
I just want to know if this is real.
You met somebody recently.
Yes, I did.
About 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Yes. I see that he has dark hair.
Yes. That is amazing.
Believe in us. We're for real.
Making you cry.
It's so real. It felt so real.
From the people who brought you pure disco comes pure funk. Get down, get up, and strut your funky stuff. 20 funky tracks from the biggest names: Average White Band, The Commodores, Patti LaBelle, Kool and the Gang, and more.
Working at the car wash. Working at the car wash, yeah.
Who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all your shoes?
It's time to get funky, baby.
Damn right.
Was kung fu fighting.
Over 70 minutes of pure funk-tastic hits. Pick up the phone and order Pure Funk. The hippest, hottest sound in America. Pure Funk.
Every group should have their own image. I mean, because that's like part of the group. You should have an image, so you'll be known for at least something. I mean, if you don't have talent, you'll be known for something. But Crisscross, we have like rapping talent, so we have like two things to offer to the audience: a look and talent.
Where'd you get that tip? I called the video game master.
Call the Video Game Master, 1-900-909-2345. Discover secret tips for the hottest games like Super Mario 2, Double Dragon, Friday the 13th, WrestleMania, and more. Plus, you'll find out how to get this magazine and games for your Nintendo free with the cost of your calls.
Awesome!
It's $2 for the first minute and 45 cents for each additional minute. Kids, ask your parents if it's okay before you call 1-900-909-2345.
Hey, I found a new warp zone! God. What the fucking hell? What is this?
Hello there. You've just experienced Brainscan, the ultimate experience in interactive terror. We're glad you decided to play. Our special state-of-the-art system releases a powerful reality-enhancing signal. We here at Scientific Perception Laboratories, makers of Brainscan and other games, hope you've enjoyed the feeling.
A dream.
However, we understand that reality compression can be
Wasn't even
traumatic.
real.
We offer these simple relaxation techniques to calm you down.
You brought me through hell! Let's try these fucking relaxation techniques.
Do you know what might be the most exciting part about this whole thing? Not just
what all this knowledge and training can do for other people, but what it can do for me.
Right. Wow.
That looks great. This is going to change my life.